Now, as a former soldier, you'd expect Prince Harry to put honouring veterans above everything else this week. But although Harry and Meghan paid tribute to Navy SEALs in San Diego last night, the week's been somewhat overshadowed by questions about whether the Prince will attend his father's birthday celebration next week. I'm joined now by royal biographer Angela Levin. Angela, how nice to see you.
Nice
Welcome
to see you.
to the Independent
Thank you.
Republic of Mike Graham on prime time now, so a bit later on in the evening than we used to see each other. We can't get away from Harry and Meghan. It seems as though sometimes you'd quite like to not hear anything from them, but it's quite difficult, isn't it?
It's entertaining, isn't it? Actually?
Well, do you know, funny enough, somebody else said that to me today, that it is it is actually quite funny watching what's going on now, because their sort of plan hasn't gone as well as they thought.
No. Almost everything they try and do falls apart one way or the other because of their behaviour and their attitude.
Yes.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
And you think, well, this time they're going to do something that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And actually, it isn't.
No, it all sort of falls
I put
flat.
it down to common sense. I think they haven't got common sense.
They don't seem to have it, and I don't think she certainly has the sort of common touch either.
No.
Because I think she quite likes the idea of being, you know, the Duchess of Sussex, and she quite likes the sort of the celebrity value that it gives her, so that they can go off on a private jet to go and see Katy Perry's concert in Las Vegas, because they can ring up Cameron Diaz and go, "Hi, can we come with you?"
She's got terrible things that are very important to her. You think, who cares about that, really?
Well, he never looks happy, does he, when he goes off on these jaunts?
When he's with her, he doesn't look happy. When he was at the sing-song yesterday, he looked incredibly miserable.
Yeah.
He was either absolutely exhausted or fed up.
Right.
It's sad.
It is. It's a shame. And, of course, we've talked about this before, but, you know, I don't think that him saying that he's been snubbed by his own father is particularly surprising to him. And why is he even bothering to say it?
Well, I think it's a way of getting people to feel sorry for him. They both like to be victims.
Yeah.
A sort of a quarter or two-thirds of their life.
Yeah.
But Meghan's new publicity people have told her she's got to cheer up, because everyone got so fed up with watching this people in a 16-bedroom bathroom home sort of grumbling all the time.
Right.
So she doesn't grumble so much, or she passes it on to someone else so it doesn't come directly from her.
Right.
But Harry does the grumble.
Yes, because we understand that she's been grumbling about people making fun of them, because we saw that Family Guy. We might have to have a look at it again just because it's very funny. Should we have a look at the Family Guy clip that came out a few weeks ago?
It says an awful lot in just a couple of minutes.
It does. Here it is.
That's fine. I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
I mean, we laugh because it's probably something he might even think.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Well, it's very interesting because she doesn't like it, because she does think of herself as some superior global...
The Queen of Montecito.
No, I think she thinks globally, only globally.
Yeah.
Whenever she was in the UK, she never talked about what I'm doing in the UK.
Right.
It's all about, I want to do this globally. So I think she wants to be queen of global.
Yes.
And she's not going to get there.
Right.
And she doesn't understand how people aren't amazed by her. And here you see, it's just a simple joke.
Right.
It's not too unkind. It's just true.
It's just poking fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Really?
But she doesn't like that. Apparently, she is very, very disappointed and depressed by it.
Yes.
Here we have the victim sort of thing looking in. And she just feels that she doesn't deserve that.
Right.
She can't understand it. It's quite interesting. It's not... I mean, I've studied them a great deal, and it's not so much they don't like something, they don't get it.
No. No, they don't understand that people think that they're a laughingstock, and there's nothing worse, actually, than being a laughingstock. And when the American media started to sort of laugh at them, and that's not the first time they've been lampooned, you know, that's now their position, as you say. And apparently a Glamour magazine this week has got a piece where sources close to her are saying that, you know, she's very upset because Americans now think that they're just a pair of grifters.
Well, they are.
Well, exactly.
Yes, I mean, the thing is, I think what we all have to know when we grow up is to look at ourselves.
Yes.
Not in the mirror, but to sort of,
Right.
how am I...
Well,
how
they
am
say
I-
in Scotland to
how do I
see
appear
yourself as
here?
others see you.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, which is kind of
Much better put,
what they
thank
don't
you.
do they?
No, they don't do that.
They can't imagine it. And the other weird thing this week that we've seen is Harry doing a kind of faux stand-up routine where he was wearing some medals. This is his offering to one of his many outlets. Oh, we're sorry, he's not. So he's got 4 medals on there, and
Yes.
he's not wearing the coronation medal.
No. The coronation isn't as important as what he got in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So one can forgive him a bit.
Yeah.
But actually, it also is spiteful and not very nice to do that.
Right.
Because that shows I don't take any interest in that. I was treated badly. I'm not going to take any notice, so I won't wear it.
Even though
I
it's
think
in the next week from his father's 75th birthday.
Yes, he didn't need to wear those medals either, but he wanted to, and I think he probably wanted to so he could be nasty about the one at the coronation. I mean, it's a great shame. The thing is, people keep saying, oh, they ought to try and get together, they ought to try and get together, but actually they never will, because Harry won't accept anything. He won't go and he won't talk to anyone until they apologise to Meghan. That's his father
never gonna
and his
happen, is it?
brother. Well, they don't really know what she's moaning about, actually. Most of us don't. And Meghan would not say anything. We don't know what it is. I think she should be the one apologising because she's caused chaos.
And for taking Harry away from his family, really, because that's what she's done. What's going on with her family? Because her sister, Samantha, is back in the news, isn't she?
Yes, Samantha tried to take her to court straight after they spoke to Oprah Winfrey because she didn't like what Meghan referred to of her, saying that she didn't look after her at all, she was an only child. And Samantha thinks that she does. And there's also been a few complicated words that she said about her. So it didn't work in one part of the country, so she's gone to another part of America to see if it works this time.
Okay.
I don't think it will, because Meghan's going to get the most expensive top lawyer who's going to tear it apart, and who said that the comments that she made weren't libelous. So I had a good look at them. They're not really, they're just nasty.
It's just it's another kind of unfortunate chapter in her family life, isn't it?
She's very destructive, and she doesn't want to get into her. And she certainly doesn't want Samantha saying anything about her life, because that's past. You know, her father, she won't go and see him at Christmas.
He still hasn't seen the children, right?
No, he hasn't seen the children. He hasn't met Harry.
No.
And he's
Which
very...
is really odd, isn't it?
Well, it's just very, very nasty, isn't it? I think he's the wrong class now.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
he's a bit...
It's too low rent.
Too low,
for
yes.
the Duchess of Montecito.
Yes.
Finally, while you're here,
Yes.
Fergie possibly making some kind of appearance on the breakfast television sofa.
Yes, well, she had cancer of the breast, and she had an operation which was lasting, I think, 10 hours. And she's now feeling a bit better. She now says she can sit up. And she went on to Loose Women.
Yeah.
And she talked very much openly about it, to say people must go for checkups.
Yeah.
She didn't. Her sister, who came from America, said she must. And it was marvellous about her, very open and very helpful to people. Don't be ashamed.
Yes.
So they're offering her the chance of having a spot, you know?
What sort of regular appearance?
A regular appearance.
Right.
And I think that's worrying, because she is from the royal family, and the Queen would have hated it, and she was very fond of the Queen.
Right.
You can't earn money if you're using your title to give it to you, as far as the Queen was concerned. And I think that she does sometimes, if she's nervous, talk too much.
She can
and
be a bit...
spill the beans that should not be spilled.
She can be a bit loose-lipped, can't she? What's Andrew going to make of it as well?
Well, I think Andrew lets her get on with it. I mean, I think he's quite easygoing, and he's disappeared altogether.
Well, he's now locked inside. I mean, will we see him at Christmas with the royals, do you think?
Yes, I imagine so. Yes, I imagine so, especially at church. I think they won't try and stop that.
Right.
And he'll probably come, because that's not a royal thing, that's a family thing. And I think that will be fair enough. And Camilla gets on quite well with Fergie.
Right.
And it was the first time that Fergie had been with them for Christmas last year. So
Yes,
I think it's
because
going
Philip
to...
never used to let her up the road,
She
did
wouldn't
he?
come anywhere near
She was
her.
down the gatehouse.
She couldn't stand her. So she never went for decades.
Right.
But Camilla is softer than that and thinks that she's a nice person. She's certainly a good mother. She's got 2 children who like her enormously. So we'll see. But I think it's taking it too far to come out with a regular TV spot.
I think so. I think that's probably over-egging it.
But they do need money, so that's the other thing.
Well, I mean, they could move to a slightly smaller place, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, but he doesn't want to do that, does he?
No.
Angela, really good to see you. Thank you so much.
Nice to
Angela
see
Levin, royal author, of course, and journalist.